before. You have it?
I haven't.
Oh, you look familiar. What's your name, honey?
It's Andre.
Andre from where?
I'm currently in Virginia.
You live in VA?
Kind of. I just moved here from California, but I'm transferring with my job to a different state, but I'm here now.
Okay, you live there now. Okay. All right, so Andrea, how you say your name?
Andre?
Andre, like, oh, I never met a girl named Andre.
I know.
So Andre, VA, what part of VA?
I'm currently Norfolk.
Oh, I went to Hampton University.
Nice.
Okay, how old are you, love?
I'm 37.
37. And what do you do for a living?
I work for the government.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I do. I have 6.
Do you really have 6 kids?
Yeah, I do.
For some reason, I just didn't expect you to say you have 6 kids. How old are your 6 kids?
I have a 15-year-old son, a 14-year-old daughter. I have 10-year-old twins, and then I have a 4-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter.
Are they all by the same man?
No. So my 15-year-old is by one man. My 14-year-old and my 10-year-old twins are by another man. And then my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old are by another man.
So why are you not with the man you had a baby with 2 years ago and 4 years ago?
Because he's not a good person.
Then why you have 2 kids by him?
So I had my first son. He wasn't a good person when I met him. I just didn't know that. So when I had my 4-year-old by him, it wasn't as obvious. But after I had my 2-year-old, he started doing things, illegal things, and got in trouble with the law. And like I said, I work for the government, and it's just not gonna work.
Do you guys co-parent well?
No, I don't co-parent with him at all.
So what about the other 2 men you have kids with?
So my twins live with their dad. I co-parent with him, all right, because I have to see them. They get to see me. He needs to see his daughter. And then my 15-year-old actually lives with his dad. We co-parent very well. He goes back and forth depending on his mood. But right now he's in high school, so he's at his dad's for the stability throughout high school.
So the 10-year-old and the 14-year-old both live with their dad?
My 15-year-old, yes, and my 10-year-old, yeah, and my 10-year-old twins,
so
yes.
You have a 15, where's the 14-year-old? Lives with you?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, listen, listen, you guys are both parents, so it's totally fine. I'm just curious, why do the children live with the dad?
My twins?
Yes.
Because he has a 2-parent household and they're boys, and I feel like there comes an age when boys need to learn what a man is supposed to do. Those roles, they need to see how a man is supposed to love on a woman. So for them to be in that household seeing a healthy relationship versus in my household when I was with the father of my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old and seeing so much unhealthiness, like they needed that. So that's why they're there.
Okay. So you're a mom of 6, but only 3 children live with you.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever been married?
I have. I was married at 18. We didn't stay together very long, although I didn't get divorced until 6 months later, or 6 years later, excuse me.
Was he the father of the 15-year-old?
No, so I met him when I was 16 and he was 21, and he was very abusive, and I had to leave him, and I don't have any kids by him, thank God.
So was he before your 15-year-old? Did you meet the 15-year-old father after?
Yeah.
But you were married, though, when you were with the 15-year-old dad?
I was
What's
legally
going
married.
on, Andre? Andre, let me tell you something. I did not expect any of these things from you. I really didn't. So wait, so you were married at what age?
I got married at 18.
You were married at 18, but you separated, but you stayed married for 6 years.
Yeah.
And during that time period, you met the 15-year-old and the 14-year-old twins' dad, right?
Mm-hmm. If you want the full breakdown, Kendra. So, like I said, I met him let me take this cough drop out of my mouth. So I met him when I was 16. We got married when I was 18. He was in the military, so I moved with him to the state that he was stationed in. He was very physically abusive. I had to flee, essentially. Haven't been with him since, so that was 2004. I didn't know that it was easier to get married if you don't have like kids and if you don't have money, because at the time I didn't have money. I was 18. So I just remained married until I basically educated myself and then got the divorce. And then I met,
So were
so I met my.
you divorced when you met the 15-year-old dads or no?
No.
No.
I was in the military in a different state, met his dad, was in a relationship for a year, left him, and then found out I was pregnant with my 15-year-old.
So, because one's 15 and one's 14.
Yeah, so my 15-year-old was born in March. My 14-year-old was born in November of the next year.
They have different fathers?
Mm-hmm.
So you had one baby and then you met the other man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
I know.
Okay. So all the men you had kids with, you never married?
No.
Why?
So the first man that I had kids with, like I said, a son with, like I said, I was with him for a year, and then we broke up. He was also physically abusive. I don't know why I have been in multiple physically abusive relationships. It's probably because I'm 5'1" and I was dating men over 6 feet, and it wasn't working out so well. And then, just how they are. I'm not saying all men over 6 feet are abusive. I'm just saying that those particular men had the physical ability to be so, and then they had other ways that they were trying to dominate things in the relationship. So, okay. And so while legally married, yes, I met the father of my 15-year-old son. We were in a relationship for a year. I got pregnant after finding out that that I was pregnant. Like I had told him, he said he didn't want to have anything to do with my son, but as I told you, my son currently lives with him, so things changed. I co-parent very well. My 14-year-old, she just turned 14 in November. So her and my 10-year-old twins have the same father. He lives in a different state. My 10-year-old currently lives with him. They moved with him when they were 6. And like I said, they're boys. They need to be there.
Okay.
And then I met my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old's dad in 2015. He subsequently went to prison and was there for exactly. Mm-hmm. So he was there for some years. And when he got out, we got back together and we had my kids. Like I said, he just.
Also, the 2-year-old, 4-year-old dad was in prison and then got out, and then you got pregnant. Mm-hmm. Well, girl, that's on you.
I know. Oh, who's calling me?
That's on you. You have to. Would you agree that you're not picking the best selection?
Oh, I absolutely agree. Oh, well, I agree that I wasn't. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You're okay. Well, okay. So now this present time. So Andre, BA, Norfolk 37, works for the government. Do you believe in zodiac signs?
I do. I saw the last show where the lady said she didn't. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm a Cancer.
Well, everybody does that. Right. Your Wi-Fi is messing up a little bit, babe.
Yeah, let me try to put my phone in a spot where it's not moving, where I'm not moving. There you go. So yeah, I'm a Cancer.
A Cancer. All right. So Andre, BA, Norfolk, Virginia is where she lives now. 37, Cancer, works for the government. Mom to 6. 3 men, 3 children live with her, and the other 3 live with their dads. So what kind of man are you looking for now, honey?
An honest man with a good heart, just a genuinely good person is what I'm looking for. It would be nice if you like kids. I don't need a stepfather for my kids. Like, I don't need you to parent my kids because I'm doing that. But if they have that ability and that know-how and the patience, then I wouldn't mind some help. But
we have one of the babies crying.
Yeah, she's hesitant to go to sleep. It's 11:30 at night here.
Oh, okay. What are your deal breakers?
Felons. So I don't want to date any more felons. It would be nice to date a man who can match me either financially or at least come close. So I've been dating men who don't, right? So men who aren't necessarily on my level there, or intelligence-wise. Like, I just want to be met somewhere.
What is your financial minimum?
50,000, I guess, would be good. I make good money. So I want somebody who I don't have to take care of. I want somebody who you don't have to pay all the bills, but I don't want to have to take care of you. I don't want to teach you how to be a man either. So.
Do you want more kids?
No, I cannot have any more children. I made that
So
decision.
he should have kids already. Okay.
Yeah.
Does he have to look a certain way?
No. Be
Does he have to make
attractive
a
to
certain?
me.
We already got to the money. The money is 50K, correct?
Give or take, if you make 35, like I can pay all my own bills.
Okay.
So
All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
okay, I've had 6 kids. So this is what I'm looking like today. Can you see my legs all right? I don't have no big old booty, okay? So
We can't see. Let me ask you this question, because you do have, I mean, you have 2 kids under 5, 4 and 2. Granted, you have 6 kids, 3 live with you though. What would you say to the man that's concerned about you having young children?
mm, I would say, what is your concern? Like, what are you afraid of? What would be the concerning point? Or maybe you could answer that question and then I can,
Well, yeah, I mean,
further.
here's it. Well, first, before I get to that question, is your goal to find a partner in life? Is marriage the goal now, or you just want to date someone?
Marriage is the goal. I want to
Okay.
find my person. I want to find one person and be with that person
Okay.
till it's over.
So this is the reason why when you have kids, you have to consider if you want to get married, because now a man coming into your life has to obviously accept you and 3 other children that live with you, right? So that means they have to be able to provide for you and your 3 children. If you get married, he's providing for you and your 3 children.
I guess if I meet a man who wants to provide like that, financially like that, then that would be wonderful, but I don't need that. It's not a requirement. I take care of my children. Like I said, I make good money. I make good money whether I do or don't work. I know that probably sounds different and I'm not going to elaborate on that, but I do. So the fact that I make a lot of money, I can provide. So I don't need somebody to be like, oh, I'm going to have to take care of her and her children. No, take care of yourself. Like, if you want to, buy me a gift or something, like, to show me you appreciate me or
So you're saying
whatever.
if he moves in with you, he wouldn't have to pay any bills.
If he moves in, yeah, we could go 50-50 because you're living there too. Or if you want to go like 70-30 or 60-40, like, you can contribute, but it's not like I'm not looking for somebody specifically to provide for me and my children.
Okay.
I'm looking for somebody to love me, Kendra.
No, I understand that. No, listen. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I wish you would have liked to die with one of the 3 men you had children with, because now you want a man. Like, one of the biggest probabilities that I hear from the character of the guys that y'all say you want, the reasons why they're willing to provide is because they're providing for the woman that's having their children, right? So that wouldn't be your case. You already said that you're not having any more kids. You made that known. So the perfect man for you would be a man that already has kids, obviously, and then loves kids, because the reason why I brought up the young kids is, see, everybody's supposed to love their kids. So your kids, I know to you, are your kids, and you should love them as the God blessing that you brought them into this planet. But everybody don't be loving other people's kids that way.
Oh, I know
So
it.
this man has to come home. Who knows if his day has been crazy and now he has to adjust because there's a 2-year-old in the house. There's a 4-year-old in the house. These are the things that you just have to think about. I'm not saying that you're not going to get nobody because of that. But when I said concern, those were the things. I think a lot of women, this again, I'm talking about if now you want to be a wife, now you want to live with someone. It's different if that's not your goal. You want to just date, you got your home, he got his home, and y'all come together. But in the conversations I've had when you join together, these are some of the things that the men think about.
Okay.
And I think you just have to be aware. And then, and furthermore, like, I think it's amazing that you want to, I just wish that you had a husband requirement before you had children with, maybe even the last man.
So the fact that I had a very traumatizing experience my first go around with marriage for a long time, I was like, yeah, I'll never get married again.
So why do you want to get married? Okay, so why now do you want to get married?
Because I want to spend the rest of my life with somebody who genuinely loves me and I genuinely love, in that type of way. Of course, I have my children and their unconditional love, but I'm looking for companionship from another adult, a male counterpart.
So
Somebody is
before you were traumatized, hello? Hello? So before you were traumatized about marriage, now you're not traumatized no more, you want to get married. Oh, we can't hear you, honey. Something happened. Hello? Your volume went out. I didn't mute you. I didn't mute you. Your volume went out. Sometimes when people call, I didn't mute you. Mine never went. So I think did someone call you? Yeah, when someone called you, that happens at times. So we can listen. I'll exit you out and you push the request again, okay? So let's just try it again, and I'll bring you back in, Andre. I'll bring you back in. I'll bring you back in.
Can you
Hello?
hear
We can finally hear you.
the comments are hilarious. Somebody was like, God blocked it. Look at God.
You got a tough skin for my show. Okay. So Andrea was here. Andre was here. We got disconnected. I think, what was the last question I asked you? Do you remember?
I don't know. I think I went on a little bit of a tangent with the
Did I ever ask you? Because I have an order. We did a Kendra Cam, right?
Yes.
Okay. When was your last relationship?
So with my 4-year-old and 2-year-old's dad, we stopped being in a relationship about 1.5 years ago.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh yeah, I'm not answering that.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
I love a little bit too hard when I do love. Like I'm a little too giving. I know people get on here and they do like the job interview where you got to turn a positive into your negative so that you still look good, but it's true. I give and I give, and I've yet to receive like the effort that I give, the love that I give. So that's one. Number 2, I'm working on money management. So like I said, I make good money, but I was never taught how to use it accordingly, how to save correctly. So I'm learning all that now. So I got a late start on that. So I would say that's a flaw that I'm working on, that I'm trying to rectify. Let me put the arrow down for these comments so I don't have to look at those. Another one, my body. I'm working on my body. I would say that's a flaw. Just the fact that I have had 6 kids. I had all my children via C-section. So I'm trying to find a way to, tone up my midsection. And then I know y'all saw on the Kendra Cam, I don't really have no booty. So I gotta work on that too.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Andre?
Because I'm genuinely a good person. Like, I have a really great heart. I love hard. And that's not even just in a romantic aspect. Like, even in my job with what I do, I work with the clientele that I love, a demographic that I love. It's very easy for me to want to help people, want to take care of people. I'm just naturally giving and a nurturer. So.
Okay. And you want to be a wife this time, correct? So
yes.
What qualities make you a wife?
Well, I already have the ability to take care of house and home. I do that on my own without being anybody's wife. I don't need a man to take care of me. So I think that that's a good quality to be a wife, because if you become somebody's wife because they're financially stable or because they have things, I mean, anything can happen to where somebody can up and lose everything tomorrow. And then what are you there for? So I'm not dependent on that type of stuff. I'm not so young that I don't know what I'm looking for and what I want. I just haven't seen it in anybody that I've been in a relationship with. Like, once we've reached a certain part or certain point, just like, okay, this, like, you have too many things that are jeopardizing either my life or my career or my kids' stability. So I know how to just maintain house and hold and take care of somebody's heart and take care of their feelings. I know how to reciprocate. I have that stuff. I just haven't had my reciprocity given to me. So
okay, fair enough. Let's do it. We got Andre. If you just tuned in, she was on earlier. We had an audio issue. So it's Andre VA, Norfolk, 37, is a Cancer, works for the government, a mom to 6 by 3 men. 3 live with her, other 3 live with their dads. She has a 50K requirement.
So Kendra, that's not that's not like an absolute. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Just have a job. Have a steady job. Don't have something where you're like, I'm gonna work here and I'm gonna go to Labor Ready tomorrow and try to work there. I'm gonna go to like I just have a steady job.
Just have a steady job. She doesn't want any more children, so you have to already have kids if you're interested. And what was the age range? You're 37.
I know this is gonna get me more slack in the comments, but like 40 to 60.
Why would that give you slack?
Because it's a large range.
Well, I think you should date older. Sometimes older is the way to go. All right, let's do it. So you're back. Finally, how could the man reach out to you?
Facebook, Andre, or Instagram is it. So ITS_MFN_Andre. And Andre is spelled ANDRAE.
And that's on Facebook too.
On Facebook, it's Andre.
Andre. All right, but well, I'm happy you were able to get back through.
I've been watching you for years. I'm happy I was able to get on.
Oh, okay, you've been watching for years, but you just got single a year ago, but you were just watching me for.
No, just following you. I guess so. It's been about. I was watching you when I was in a relationship, so that was like a year and a half.
Okay, cool, fair enough. Well, listen, I want to update if you get one, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem. Bye.